All right, on the top left, playing as the Red Terran, representing GGK, we have Jesse.
Jesse from GGK. Let's see. On the Kairos Junction, we have on the bottom right. What the hell?
What is happening to you?
What the hell is going on here? We have ourselves StarCraft. Florencio.
Are you wanting me to introduce you, or are you
Yeah,
wanting to
no,
introduce
no,
yourself?
I didn't want to introduce myself. That was
Oh
hilarious.
man, I don't know. I think I like it when you introduce yourself.
Oh, that seems hilarious.
You better be a little quicker on the trigger to introduce, dude.
StarCraft.
If you get the first one, you can pick
yeah,
someone
that's
aside
true.
from yourself.
I'm gonna have to pick that one. Oh,
Kinda
that's
like
funny.
Introducing the one that's not you
The-
at this point.
Alright, I'm cannon
All
rushing.
right.
Right? It's a forge and a pylon. I got
Yep,
a
yep.
pylon here.
We got cannon rush versus proxy barracks here.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell? Now, because he's not getting the factory and getting a Rax first, it doesn't look like it's a proxy, just like the other game. It doesn't look like a proxy because he's getting a Rax, a second Rax. So I find that very interesting. So, you know, just watching the timing on the Rax helps you determine if it's a proxy.
So yeah, exactly that. You know how you use the squares of health, like when you're cannon rushing
The hatcheries.
a hatchery. You can do the exact same thing. It's like if I get up here at like, well, it's gonna vary from map to map, but
Yeah, but
you know,
there's like
because some are bigger, but
there's a big leap though. There's about 5 squares worth or so, you know?
yeah, that's enough time to tell the difference if you're good at paying attention to those kind of details.
Yeah. So here comes
Alright,
the cannon
so-
rush.
Yeah, the cannon rush is going down nice and hard. The gas steel
But we do got a proxy. over
bunker's
here.
still going down, so he really wants to try and defend still, but
Jesse's got a marine coming down.
boo.
Sometimes you want to see if they do jump, you know?
I don't know what I think about 2 bunkers for only like as many marines as he has right now.
He's got 1 marine coming up.
I mean, he's not exactly rich. He could have used the money that he put into that bunker into more workers, more marines. Like right here is a moment where he doesn't even have a worker building.
Yeah, that's not good right now. He's got this proxy that he's been working on. He's got he's got a marauder and concussive shells. Start researching.
Well, that's pretty good, because if you try and make, say, like a zealot at home, in his mind anyway, he'd be able to out micro it. Oh, okay, so he has a zealot coming right at him right now, and he's like, ah, shit, concussive shells like almost done. Just give me a minute, bro, and I'll whoop you.
Yeah, pretty much. Hit and runs. Get that SCV. Don't you build that. Don't you dare build
There he
that.
goes.
Oh, he's got a brother. No chance.
No. So we have the cannon rush at a standstill. He gets your probe. Right now he could
Go to the boy. I'm letting him. I'm waiting for him to go
yeah.
there, and I just go up the ramp. You see? I was just kind of baiting him, but he didn't take it.
got you.
I was like, if he don't see my Zealot, he'll try to come in, thinking that he did the probe kill and he can get in there and get all chalant. Let it
And
marinate.
these
a little.
marauders are going to be pretty damn useless here once this void ray comes out.
Yeah, they're already panicking. They got a cannon to worry about. They're like, no, this isn't
Yeah,
what we
he's
signed
like,
up for.
damn it, I got concussive shells and everything, and now you're making a void ray?
Yeah, that don't work on. Oh man, not good. Now we're getting stim.
Yeah, well, he thought about it anyway. No stim for him. So, and at home he's not even like compensating for that. He's still gonna go through with the reactor on his barracks.
Yeah, he's got another rack.
I guess he doesn't want stim that bad.
No. Oh yeah, he can make it right here. No, he could have been making. Yeah, I get you. Tech lab. More Marines is what he's saying.
So we got our Nexus going down, and meanwhile he's still on one base, and only now is a factory going down. So like, he can only just start thinking about busting out of his cage that is his main base right now.
Yeah, right here, concussive shields will take out the Zelon, so there's no way. The Stalker needs a little bit of extra shots,
help.
or else, yeah, a little extra help. That way we can win, because if not, he's taking out that pylon.
I imagine 1-to-1 a Marauder wins versus a Stalker, right?
It does, yeah. That's why, especially with concussive shields, it's like you can get away.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting an Expo.
He's going for a starport.
And
I don't know about the starport play, but at this point you're just very ahead, and I don't see a lot he can do about it at all. And he's gonna have to worry about Tempest here soon.
Well, one of the biggest things about being ahead is don't think you're ahead, which is be more defensive.
You just gotta get further ahead.
Yeah, well, sometimes further ahead even hurts you too. Well, further ahead in the right direction, I guess. But further ahead is taking a third. Sometimes it'll wipe you out, not having enough army. But
yeah, I'm not talking about like getting too greedy, but
yeah,
you don't have to go all in all of a sudden just because you think you're gonna have numbers on him.
Right. So what I'm saying more on is the confidence. Like, don't think that you're too ahead, and be good with it. Make sure you get your defenses. Make sure you're watching out for Banshee
Keep
play.
on scouting.
What can you die to? You know?
Yeah, just don't stop scouting. Just, if you're not feeling confident, you gotta scout and then become confident.
Oh, these Marines. Now I didn't have my adept. My adept got shot scouting around inside.
Yeah. Yeah, so for the most part, all you know right now is that he's got a lot of Marines.
Yeah, a lot of Marines. But it's okay though. The build that I'm doing is actually a very complex composition, and it's for deathball composition. So
deathball composition.
Yeah, so it starts off with Tempest. After the cannon rush. The cannon rush is to deny the cannon rush is to deny the expansion for the Terran for a while, which is what's happening right now. It sets me back in a little bit in the beginning, but it will push me back forward by having an Expo. That's gonna allow me to get more Tempest. The Tempest is to take care of the tank range, and the Liberator zones. And that's something.
And now we're gonna have, I assume, Colossus.
Yeah, because the Tempest baits out Marines, and then the Marines get hard countered by Colossus, and then the Colossus bait out more Vikings, and then you have yourself Marines, Vikings, Medevacs, and Stim. And that's where.
Yeah, it's a very good composition. Every unit has a good purpose, but you don't need a lot of them. That's what I love about Protoss, is that their units are just strong. So like if you know how to use them, and even if you only have a few of them, you can get a lot of miles out of them.
Yeah, the objective is to get to the late game where you have enough funds for even more stuff, and you have your tech. You see how he's sieging up with the tanks?
Yeah, our Colossus is just about to pop out, and those Marines are about to get useless.
Yeah, and you're hitting the Medevacs, which is pissing them off.
Yeah. No, you actually didn't even realize your Colossus is finished. He's just chilling there.
Yeah. I'm having too much
fun.
fun.
I don't need him. Yeah.
Having too much fun.
Microing these Tempests.
You know?
You wouldn't want him to GG too early.
Well, you don't want to also go out in the open. You don't need to. This build is designed to get the right composition, and when you do, you're ready to go. You get me? Mm-hmm. It's one of those where it's like if you go too early, they'll wreck you.
You just play it nice and safe.
So yeah, you got the Colossus and the Tempest, right? and you continue that. You only have 2 buildings that you need for that time. This is where you start getting more gateways because you're getting Templar. Now the Templar is one of the main important parts of this build.
Yeah, because you've seen that he's basically going for a bio composition.
Well, no, not necessarily just the bio. If he goes Liberator play, my Tempest will clear it out. If he tries to come in with the Marines and stuff, I'll storm him. And then the Colossus will take care of the rest of the damage. If he goes like heavy tanks, I'll be able to take him out with the Tempest. So it's got
Oh, you
layers.
said Tempest. I thought you said Templar.
Oh, well, the Templars are coming. The Templars are for the storms to put,
Yeah.
But the Tempests are gonna push through, so the storms can be effective.
Yeah, got you.
So.
Yep, Storm's gonna finish right as he pushes.
You just have to watch out for this, because this is something that what the Terran's gonna want to do is take out your expansion, and you're kind of fragile right now. You don't have everything to take out a Terran straight up. That's why you don't see me taking a 3rd yet. I prefer not to take the 3rd and focus on just your speed of your build. And don't forget something,
I think he's pretty surprised you don't have a 3rd.
Yeah, this build doesn't really require you to take a 3rd. It's designed where it's just gonna go in and just hit them where it hurts and end them. So most time you're playing as Protoss, you'll see a Terran take a 3rd, and you're like, I haven't even taken a 3rd. You get that like frustration where you gotta just I'm behind, and you panic, and then you're like, well, I gotta go take it out. Then you're just going over there, you get flanked, and you're like, well, now I'm really behind. Whoa.
Oh man, he's really diving right on it. It's going down.
Yeah.
But he's gonna lose all these Marines if you micro these Colossus nicely anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the medevacs go down, full of Marines. But yeah, now that you've lost your base, he's kind of put you in an all-in situation, so it's about high time to move over there, huh?
You would think, right? You would think, hey, I'm like
I would
behind. I'm behind. This guy's got 3 bases potentially. Not with this build. Like I said, this build is like the comp is all about the composition.
Yeah.
And if you can get the composition that I do, majority of the time they crush the Terran so hard that he can't get an army fast enough to compete with it still. And that's where you win. Even though he has 2 or 3 bases, it doesn't matter at that point. SCVs can't kill it, and his production line is destroyed. So it's one of those kind of situations where all I'm doing is getting my composition. It's kind of like an old StarCraft Wings of Liberty style play where you can have multiple builds, multiple macros, but just kill the army, the deathball, and you win. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to play it cool, get my comp, don't go without it. Even because he can only he can max out, but his max out might be a little reckless. It might be like too many Marines or something else. He's not really styling in composition.
He's looking everywhere. He's like, man, I killed his natural. I got 3 bases. Like, what am I missing here?
Why not get disruptors instead of Templars? You'll see why. I'm very comfortable with Templars, and you'll understand why this build is really good with Templars. Disruptors, you need a lot of them, and it's a different playstyle. So he's setting out markers.
Yeah, the Templars are more of like a one and done kind of thing.
But they're designed to just make sure they land. See, 100% landing, or at least 95% and below landing. Sometimes you miss a little bit. But disruptors, sometimes they pick up with medevacs, and then your ball just doesn't work. Here we go.
Yeah. Man, he is running.
Look, look. I got the prism has the Templars inside, so that the EMPs don't affect the storm.
Oh, that's next level.
So that's how that happens. So they normally EMP too quick. The Templars have so much energy that they just, they just steam through everything.
Yeah.
The production can't get, they can't get an army.
No, he is in deep shit right now.
And then I get this. I pick them up again just in case there's an EMP somewhere in the map. I'll leave some for storms, but I'll have a couple for safety.
Yeah, he's looking back and forth at his main base, his natural in your armory, and he's like, well, shit.
Yeah, and then the Vikings clump up too much. So storm really helps destroy the Vikings.
Wow, nice, he says. Yeah, dude, no one can deny that comp. That is a dank comp right there.
That is my comp. Giving it to you guys.
Yeah, that's an awesome game. I like that. Really shows you how, like you were saying, that a good composition can really make a huge difference.
Well, think of it this way, right? When you play StarCraft and you're playing a late game, well, if you force your Terran player to make all kinds of weak units, right? And obviously he's not going to trade them in yet to your army to get better ones. They're stuck with a 200 supply of blah, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
it's just like,
exactly.
well, it's not designed. I just made a lot of shit. I didn't really look into it. I didn't do the math and try to go, this is versus Terran, this is a really strong comp, versus Protoss, this is a really, this is what I'm after when I'm playing this game. And so because he didn't do that, my comp was just designed to wreck anything that he chose, because it was not thought about. It was just like, I need a macro. His concept was macro and just shitty units.
Yeah. He had the more stuff beats less stuff mentality.
More stuff beats less stuff. A strong
But
comp.
when it comes to Protoss, especially, not always.
Well, I think in every race there's a comp that you want for every race that just say, you know what, if this
Oh,
Protoss,
100%.
if this Protoss has